My name is Ed Perry and I am your Student Services Advisor. Today I'm going to go through a presentation with you guys about the exam preparation overview. We're going to talk about the test pass guarantee, how to schedule your exams, and how to prepare for your exams. So, a commonly asked question is, what is test pass guarantee? As a student of Centric in the career track, you receive a year of benefits from your start date. Included in this year of benefits is test pass guarantee. Test pass guarantee that means that you can attempt the included exams as many times as necessary within your year of benefits until you receive the certifications. This means Centric will cover the cost of the exams for each attempt pending that the student shows a continued effort to study actively, participate in the learning process, and receive necessary support from the Centric instructors. In order to maintain test pass guarantee, there are some requirements that we set to ensure that students succeed on these exams. In order to maintain test pass guarantee status, students must meet the following requirements. Only 3 excused absences are allowed per career track to utilize the test pass guarantee. If you do not know what an excused absence is, please see the class attendance section in the student handbook. If attendance requirements have not been met, the student is responsible for paying the exams out of their own pockets. Students must complete all projects and assignments assigned in class. If you are unsure if you have completed all of your assignments, please see your instructor. So, which tests are included? Right now, we offer the Security Plus test and the Network Plus test that are included in your test pass guarantee with your Centric package. In order to schedule through test pass guarantee, students must meet the following requirements for the Network Plus exam. On your first attempt, you must be at 80% of the learning plan within CertMaster and have achieved at least 90% or higher on the final assessment. In addition, students must show intermediate proficiency within the strengths and weaknesses section of the platform. This breaks down the performance and comprehension of the material with each lesson in the course. For your second attempt, students must identify the objectives from their score report and map those back to lessons in CertMaster. Students must review and complete all related materials in the corresponding lessons PBQ games and meet at minimum 85% of the learning plan. Students must then achieve 90% or higher on the final assessment. In addition, students must now show proficiency within the strengths and weakness section of the platform. Instructors will be verifying your progress and identifying additional areas of improvement or target areas. To attempt your test for the third time under Test Pass Guarantee, students must identify the objectives from their score report and map those back to the lessons in CertMaster. Students must review and complete all related materials in the corresponding lessons, PBQs, games, and meet at minimum 90% of the learning plan this time. Students must also achieve at least 190% or higher on the final assessment. In addition, students must show proficiency within the strengths and weaknesses section of the platform. Again, as you would notice, the requirements will be very similar for the Security Plus exam. In order to take your Security Plus test for the first time, you must be at 85% of the learning plan within CertMaster and have achieved 90% or higher on the final assessment. In addition, students must show intermediate proficiency within the strengths and weaknesses section of the platform. This breaks down performance and comprehension of the material with each lesson inside of the course. Next, students must identify the objectives from their score report and map those back to the lessons in CertMaster. Students must review and complete all related materials in the corresponding lessons, PBQ games, and meet at minimum 90% of the lesson plan. Students must also achieve at least 90% or higher on the final assessment. In addition, students must show proficiency within the strengths and weakness section of the platform. Instructors will be verifying your progress and identifying additional areas of improvement. On your third attempt and any attempt thereafter, to earn the additional attempts under the Test Pass Guarantee, students must identify the objectives from their score report and map those back to the lessons in CertMaster. Students must review and complete all related materials in the corresponding lessons, PBQs, games that meet at minimum 95% of the learning plan. Students must also achieve at least 90% or higher on the final assessment. In addition, students must show proficient within the strengths and weaknesses section of the platform. Test taking tips. Do not rely solely on the practice exams. Be sure to utilize labs, books, notes from lectures, supplemental materials. Take your time reading each question and all possible answers. And most importantly, one of the things I find is do not memorize the practice test questions and answers. The material will be similar, but it will be a variant on the test. Exam scheduling. To schedule your exam, you will complete these steps inside of Canvas. There's a test request form and your student services Canvas course. And that's what it's going to look like, test related forms, and that'll be a test request form. When submitting the test request form, please write your legal name. The name on the form will need to match 2 forms of ID. Test center administrators will use this information to register you for your exam. Once the exam is officially scheduled, a confirmation will be sent to the email provided. Exams must be scheduled at least 24 hours in advance before your test. Exam scheduling. If you do not arrive for your in-person exam, you will be considered a no-show, and the exam voucher will then be lost. As a result, you will lose test pass guarantee privileges for that exam only. If you need to reschedule, please contact the testing center. You will need to do this at least 24 hours in advance. If you're in KC, this is the email you contact, or 913-322-7000. If you're in St. Louis, this is the email that you will contact, and it will be 314-644-6400. If you are trying to reschedule within the 24-hour testing window, we cannot move your testing time. Virtual versus in-person exams. Before you schedule your exam, please follow the following steps to ensure you can schedule the test at no additional charge through the Test Pass guarantee. When you submit your test request, please specify if you want to take the exam virtually or in person. If you choose to test in person, you will be provided your scheduled test date and the explanation of the in-person testing procedures. Please note that due to social distancing guidelines, we are limiting how many persons can test at one time. Because of this, in-person test dates may have limited availability. If you choose to test virtually, you will be provided a test voucher number and instructions on how to schedule the test directly through Pearson VUE. After you have completed your test, it is very important that you please send a copy of your results to the testing@centric.com email so that we can add it to your electronic file. Locating scheduled mentoring. Inside of your Canvas, if you look at your courses and you look at your inbox, in between there's a calendar. So every week by Friday, I aim to put up a schedule of when testing mentoring is for the next week. So you will see your NET mentoring and your SEC Plus mentoring every week. It'll let you know what time it's offered and when you can sign up for it. Exam retake waiting period. CompTIA does not require a waiting period between the first and second attempt. Between your second and therefore after, CompTIA requires a 14-day waiting period for all exams after the second attempt. So after your first network attempt, if you're not successful, there's no waiting period. But after your second, there's a 2-week waiting period that you have to go through. Testing questions. If you have any additional testing questions, please contact Centric Testing Center. The KC number is on the top, and below is the St. Louis number. And also, if you have any immediate questions, please feel free to reach out to me through text at 816-343-8774. I shoot to always respond within 6 hours, and I'm typically available till about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Thank you.